We are joined by Coach. Good morning. We are joined by Coach Vermilyer, the Winterboro High School track and field coach. Coach, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you, and appreciate you having me today.
Yes, ma'am. We're glad to have you on another weekly segment of Talks with RJ. So I want to jump right into it. So you guys have won the state championship back to back. You won it last year, and you also turned around and won it this year. How was the process of how do you feel about winning the state championship not one time but back to back?
Oh my gosh, the pride is immense. You know, we have done something that no other team has done before, and we've made Winterboro history, and to be a part of that is just absolutely incredible. It's insane, surreal.
So when you look at all the 1A schools and all the talent, not just locally but also state-wise, how does it feel to compete for another championship but also win it? How does that feel?
It was great, obviously. You know, this year we had a really tough schedule, and we did that for a reason. You know, we were up against a lot of 4, 5, and 6A schools. We wanted to toughen our kids up, give them that experience.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think having that kind of a schedule really, really helped us not only be humble in losing, but also be humble in winning. And
so the boys tallied up 117 points to win by 39 points, and the girls posted a total of 121 points for the first ever school championship in Winterboro history. I know that has to be special.
Oh my gosh, it was incredible. You know, we felt pretty confident that we were going to win, but the domination, that was what was, I think, so incredible for all of us.
So when it comes to track, it has a point system, but it's also an individual sport, but it's a team success. So can you talk about the point system and how that adds up to all the points for a team's success as a whole?
Correct. So in each area, you can score from 10 to 1 point. So it goes from 10 to 8 to 6, 5, 4, 3. So first place will win 10, second place will win 8, and then third place wins 6. And then it goes all the way to 8th place. And so obviously every single point matters. No matter if you're in 8th place or first place, those points matter and they add up. And we tell that to our kids all the time. It's about the points. So
we're talking with Coach Vermilyer on Talks with RJ. Coach, I do want to ask you this question. So you and Coach Mansfield are the coach. Well, you're Coach Mansfield are the coaches. So how do y'all divide and balance and kind of but how do y'all kind of let the athletes know what event they should run or participate in to generate points for the whole team?
That's a great question. So we actually have the kids compete for what they want to be in. So if they want to run a 100 meter, then they have to compete against the other team members to see if they have grown enough to be able to compete in that spot. And so we do that for most of the positions. And that makes them, if they want it, then they better go after it.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about sports. It's all about competing, and you have to know. It's not given to you, but you have to go earn it.
Exactly.
But I was doing my research, and I want to ask you about this kid, Carter Castleberry.
Oh my goodness, yes.
This guy won the 200 meter dash in 22.53 seconds, 400 meter dash in 49.6 seconds. And he also anchors the 4x4 relay team. Can you talk about this kid? I was told by an outside source that at one of you guys' track meet, he was offered by UWA. Is that correct?
Yes. This kid is absolutely phenomenal. You want to talk about a natural talent. This is the guy. Carter Castleberry is amazing. And, you know, he's coachable, and he does everything that we ask him to do. And he's an all-around athlete. And so, you know, that just adds to his ability to do what he needs to do with us as well in the track and field.
And so you coach the girls, and Coach Manfield kind of handle the guys. How does the staff? How do you divide the responsibility between you and the coaching staff?
To be honest, we actually we divide and conquer for boys and girls. So we don't necessarily have a set. I'm doing girls and he's doing boys.
Okay.
We will, you know, I'll take mid distance and long distance. And one day, and then they'll do sprints one day. He'll work on pole vault one day, and I'll work on jumping one day. And we just divide and conquer. We do.
That's a good thing about coaching staff, because most coaches, they do that. It all depends on what you're good at as well. So that's really a great thing.
Yes.
And you talk about Zakiya Bookman. She won the high jump She had a total of 5.2 leap. Is that correct?
Yeah, Zakai Buchanan.
Yeah, Zakai Buchanan. I'm sorry for the name.
No, you're good. She was amazing, and that competition was down to literally like the last jump, and it was exciting. And at the end, I was just so proud of her. She pulled it out.
That's really good. And you guys are still young too. Can you talk about the team and what you guys have coming back, and how can they impact the team as well?
The exciting part is, and I think one of the biggest things that keeps our kids coming back is we build relationships with them, and that is so important to us. And because we built those relationships, we're able, they talk, they say, hey, come on, let's join our team. And I think that first and foremost has helped us build. We lose a few seniors, we gain some strong 7th graders, 8th graders.
Right.
And so we are consistently adding to the team as we are losing.
So I also want to give you a chance to talk about your administration, coaching staff, and the volunteer coaches, because it takes a village. It takes the administration from all the way down from Dr. Lacey to the principal at Winterboro, Grayson Lawrence. It takes a village. Can you talk about how they support the team and how the community kind of rallied behind you guys? Y'all made this run to the state championship again.
Yes, we could not be any more thankful for the amount of support that we have gotten, especially from our community. Absolutely amazing how much money they raised for us to be able to go to state and not have to worry about funds. Mr. Lawrence, our principal, has been absolutely amazing. If we needed a piece of equipment, he made sure that we were able to have it. Dr. Lacey, she just recently...
She's awesome.
Oh, yes.
She's the best.
Excuse me. She recently honored us at their latest board meeting that they had. So everybody has been supportive. Our Winterboro Education Foundation gave us a pizza party and everything.
That's
so
really cool.
It's exciting to see how the communities come together to support us.
It's always good when you have administration behind you, but it's nothing like having the community behind you.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask you this question, because we all know around sometime a few months ago, it was a bad tornado storm in Winterboro. So can you talk about, and that's a challenge because you had to kind of maneuver how you practice, how you did different things. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it was heartbreaking because it was the first full year that we actually had some equipment that we needed desperately, which was the pole vault and the high jump. And those, actually, I want to say real quick that those two were was what Zakiah had won first place in with the high jump. But the pole vault was Skylar Mansfield and Skylar Green went to state in that event, and so that was the first time in history that we had been able to do that. But the loss of that was really sad because we knew that there was great talent there, and then we had nothing to work with. So what we did is we took those pieces, actually not me, Coach Mansfield, took those pieces, we gathered up the mats and pieced it all back together the best we could, and we practiced anyway, and it paid off.
It really makes me feel good as an alumni of Winterboro High School to see my school. People like to talk about small schools and how they don't have talent or how they don't have the resources, how they don't have everything. You guys proved it back to back.
Yes.
And do you have a message for anybody who's willing to look to be successful for the athletes coming back? It's always a grind and always a process putting in. Once you win 2 state championships back to back, it's easy to get complacent.
It is.
But it's still hard work to be put in if you want to go for a third piece.
Yeah, I think as a coaching staff, we don't settle for anything but the best, and we go out there and we send that message every single day. And those kids know, we don't play. We are there to work and work hard, and every one of us coaches are on board with that. And I'm excited about this coaching staff. We work well together. We all have our strengths, and the kids see that and they buy into it. And so year after year, I think we're going to have a very strong team because of that.
Well, you guys have set the standard now, so the standard is way up here now.
Yes.
So, Coach Vermilyer, I appreciate you taking your time out to come spend some time with us on Talks with RJ, and I wish you guys nothing but the best of success, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Thank you again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stay tuned for more Daybreak.